All right, Eric Diedrichs, Filmtopp Sweden. So, hi, Josephine.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you. Thanks for doing this.
Oh, thank you. Through the years, you worked with quite a few different genres, and now you've done this really creative film about grief and music. What is it that sparks your own creativity?
Oh, wow. It's funny. I think that everyone's had a hard time in the pandemic because I feel like we've lost some of the creative juice. Really what sparks my creativity is like a random encounter. I love people. I love people. So I just love to encounter them in their fullness. I lived in New York for 13 years. And so I just would love to like walk outside the door, happen upon a musical concert, sit down and listen for a long time, make a friend at the bakery, hear about their life. And that really inspires me is honestly other people. I also do get a ton of inspiration from music, classical music specifically. That's one of the big reasons I was drawn so much to this film, which features it so much. And gosh, what else? My kids. Now I have two kids, and so now they are an endless font of inspiration. So those are some of the things, and art and books, literature. I'm a geek for all that stuff. So I'm science, really anywhere, anything. That's the nice thing about being an artist. Really, you can kind of just look. You just have to be curious, and then you can hopefully get. I can find some inspiration.
Right. But in this film, it's music that is in the center of it. Which album would be the soundtrack of your life?
Oh my gosh, which album is I'm really into Brahms Symphony Number 4. I have to say Beethoven's Symphony Number 5. I mean, it's a little cheesy. That's like da 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 da. But I also love it, and I remember like conducting to it in college. I can't conduct anything, but I would stand in my room being like da 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 da. I didn't know. I know, just like da, 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 waving my hands around. Which one actually it relates to my life, I have no idea. Honestly, Caroline Shaw's music, her partita for 8 voices, Caroline composed all of the music for the film. Thank you, Caroline. My God, what an honor. But she wrote this partita for 8 voices. And honestly, I did play that pretty much on repeat for like 2 years of my life. I just think she's so brilliant. And that piece became the soundtrack to my life because I listened to it so much.
Great. So, I mean, this film, it looks so much fun with really cool practical effects. Did the final results match your initial image of how it would turn out, or could you imagine all these different parts?
It's funny. I feel like always when I make a movie, it never looks the way I think it's going to look. And that's, I think, to some degree true for this one. I think in a way, of course, everything we did is what I had planned, and it does look actually how we talked about it. But it was always funny, like how it's almost never what you think it's going to be in your mind. And that's usually because there's a bunch of other creative people, and the whole joy of making a movie is that you have the input of a production designer and a DP and a great costume designer, and just like everyone is so brilliant and is bringing the fullness of their visions too. So I think in a way this film looks completely new and is obviously the result of a ton of gorgeous collaboration, and that's kind of what I love. I love that I never know what a movie is going to look like, but I did draw a lot of inspiration. I mean, a lot of the film is shot on wider lenses. I was really inspired by Jean-Pierre Jeunet, by the film Amélie. My favorite film of all time is Babe, because it's so playful and has all these fun details. So and the color, I think, in a way was inspired by Babe. So I think we just had a lot of fun playing with these other playful films that are expressing a lot of joy and kind of life affirming message inside of an art package, basically.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a great
Thank
day.
you.